one of my friends had an event. So I said, okay, let me go and support. And then all of a sudden she was like, oh, and one of my good friends, Prince, is going to come and tell his story. So I was like,
all the way off guard.
Listen, so I was like, that. Yeah. So I was like, Prince, what? There's another Prince, yeah? Listen, why I'm like that is because I always had my mum's voice in their head. Like, when I was moving mad and I was in gangs and I was selling and, you know, getting stabbed and all of that, I remember my mum, I was talking to her and she was just quiet on the phone. I said, oh, mum, what's going on? You're not even like talking or you're not even crying no more. And she said, do you know what? Do you know I'm not crying no more? Because I already put in my mind that you will die before you're 21.
Oof.
Imagine hearing that from your mum.
Hello guys and welcome to Business and Banter podcast, and it is our new season 2.
Baby.
Come on.
And I'm super excited, as you can tell. My name is Naomi, for those of you who don't know, and I am here hosting with my partner in crime, Tara.
Hey. Hello.
And in case you haven't noticed, we have got a special guest in the building.
Come on.
And he goes by the name of, drumroll please,
Mr3YourMind.
Let's go, baby.
You know, you're probably thinking to yourself, what do you mean, Mr3YourMind? You will get to know.
Trust me. Oh, we are super excited to be here, guys. As you know, we have got a new season. We got special guests. So let's just jump straight into it. First of all, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, ladies. I appreciate it.
It's going to be...
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear what you've got to show us, because I know you've been busy. I know you've been working.
Absolutely.
And myself and Naomi have been thinking, who would be the best person to have as our first guest on our new season?
I feel honoured.
Yeah, man. Like, there was no doubt. Like, we had to have you. So thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much,
definitely.
ladies.
So, I mean... talk to us. Tell us, who's Mr3YourMind? Let the people them know.
Who is Mr3YourMind? So for those who don't know, my name is Prince. I was born in Germany. I know you're thinking, what? Germany? Come tell me the truth. Yeah, born in Germany. My parents are from Ghana. Moved to London when I was 15. I'm 34 now. I know. I look young. I know. You don't have to tell me, ladies. It's all right.
Black don't crack.
Black definitely don't crack,
we don't
baby.
crack, you know. But that's what it is, 34 now. I have a son who's 3. His name is LaShawn Jeremiah, LJ. You know, I have a missus. And yeah, man, who am I? They call me the Voice of The Voiceless, you know? And you're probably thinking, wow, this guy's starting already. Yes, because I'm that guy that came from pain, found his power, and turned it into his purpose. You know, and that's why what I do now, I do transformational teaching. I know people always like to say, yeah, but you're a motivational speaker. And I always say to them, no, I'm not a motivational speaker, because motivation fades away. I'm not here to fade away, you see.
I hear that.
Trust me. So yeah.
Hey, this guy's got bars. Hey, listen, he's got bars. Like, if you've not seen any of his like socials, or if you've not seen anything that Prince does, he's got bars. He's got bars. Sometimes, you know, I have to catch myself. Wait, let me rewind what he just said, because it's not registering. But seriously, you've got some serious bars, man. It's really good for you to be here, because I feel like you advocate for a lot of the young black men.
Come on.
And you do so much for them. Like, I've seen you out here in schools. I know you're just coming from your mentoring as well.
Come on.
Like,
never ending.
Just talk to us a little bit about how you really got into that, like, especially with the mentoring, like mentoring the young black boys. How did you get into that? Yeah,
so with that, it's actually funny. So what it was, how I got into the whole speaking engagement and being on stage, it was one of my friends had an event. So I said, okay, let me go and support. And then all of a sudden she was like, oh, and one of my good friends, Prince, is going to come and tell his story. So I was like...
all the way off guard.
Listen, so I was like... that. Yeah. So I was like, Prince, what? There's another Prince, yeah? What's going on? Yeah. So I sat there and I was like, And I really know how to look calm, even if I'm super nervous. So I just got up, done my little catwalk and that. People were like, okay, what's good? Got onto stage, and then I just started speaking about my life, what I've been through, you know, what I survived, and then a lot of people were intrigued, and they're like, oh, what's your name? Have you got your card? And I was like, card, name? Guys, I don't know what you're saying, you know? And yeah, so after a while, a lot of people reached out to me saying, I'm doing events. Can you come and speak, please? So then with that, my name got into hype, and then one of my friends was a head teacher.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, can you come to my school? I said, wow, come to your school. And I said, what do you want me to do? Just be you, just talk about yourself. So I done that. And then from there, one of my good friends, Paula, said, do you know what? I have one guy, big up Nathan and Chris, Safety Box.
Hi Nathan, hi Chris.
Yeah, they're big people in the industry. And they were like, oh, we work in prisons. And we feel like your story, you can help the people in there. So I said, okay, all right, yeah, I can do that. Went into Felton prison, youth prison. Got the hype there. You know, the people liked it. And then from there, YouTube got in contact with me, had a partnership. I still have a partnership with YouTube.
Come on.
Yeah, so God has really been blessing me, you know. Like, what I've done is I turned my pain really into power. You know, that's why I try to show, like, the black youth, like, yes, we always like to feel sorry for ourselves, and I didn't have a dad, you know what I mean? I come from a single mom. Listen, I understand, but let's turn it into power now where we can create our own families and, you know what I mean, talk about what we can do. Yes. So this is the message I try to spread, and I am spreading. And while I'm doing all that, I'm just being me. So a lot of people see me and they're like, I thought you'd be, but you're still like, you're just you, you know? I thought I would see you and you'd be a bit, and I said, no, what's the point? Because if I'm that type of guy, then how am I going to reach out to you guys type of thing?
Like, you're relatable, like you're really a relatable person.
Correct.
And like, I mean, I've known you for a little while now.
For a hot minute now,
Prince, I don't even know how did we meet? I can't even remember.
How did we meet?
Do you know what? I think it might be. Oh no, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
I was waiting as well. You know, I was like, I said, go on. It's just like maybe not.
I don't think so. But I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Like, I remember I started following you on Instagram when it came to trading, because obviously myself and Naomi, we're heavy into trading, and I remember seeing you with your own platform. I know you were a part of what we used to do as well at some point. So where we used to trade is what you used to do, and then you decided, actually, I can do this myself.
100%.
And then we jumped on the IG Live. I hadn't even met Prince when we first did our IG Live. It was wild. We hadn't met in the flesh.
That was serious.
Ever. And I just reached out and I was like, do you know what? Like, I really would love to have you on the IG Live. And he was like, yeah.
Let's go.
Just like that. And I was like, okay.
I didn't expect it.
I didn't expect it at all. So it was, I was just so like, and I felt like even when we're on the IG Live, I knew that we were gonna vibe. 100%. Like, and literally, and even now, look, you've been to my birthdays.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Man.
Like, invite you to like personal things, family things, because 100%. I feel like literally you are like family, and you're that person that I can just vibe with. Yeah. So even when I said to Naomi, I was like, yeah, like we need Prince, man, definitely. And she's a fan.
I spoke to her from the beginning. Listen, I appreciate
I'll be
you,
listening to the podcast. Come on.
Yeah.
Gotta get them words of wisdom. I knew about the 3 Ps.
Oh, come on. Yes. You see my type of girl.
Yeah, like you've done so much. And I mean, like a couple of things like we just mentioned, trading. So
yes, trading.
Talk to us a little bit about how you got into that.
Okay. It's a crazy story. So, I was working for an insurance company.
Okay.
And then I found out that my girlfriend at the time was pregnant.
Yes.
So I said to myself, and I'm always a guy that likes to challenge himself, you see. So I said, there's no way I'll have a son and I'm not going to have time for him. Do you understand? I said, that's not going to happen. No way. So I remember I walked over to my manager and I said, the missus is pregnant. She's going to deliver in the next 2 weeks. How much paternity leave do I get? How many days? Can you believe he said 1 day?
Paternity.
So I was laughing because I thought he's joking. So I was like, 1 day.
That's wild.
That is wild.
He looked at me and he was like, well, mate, I don't know why you're laughing. I said, you being serious? He was like, yes. I said, I thought I'd get a minimum of 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I
thought.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
I said, okay, no problem. So I went home and I sat there. I'm going to tell you the scenario. I sat there and I looked up and I said, God, I believe in you. And I know it's all about crazy faith, yeah? I'm going to write my resignation, but lead me because I don't know what I'm doing. Do you get it? I don't know what I'm doing. Wrote my resignation, went in the next day, gave it to my manager, and he was like, what are you doing? I'm not going to accept this. You're about to have a baby. You have a family. You're a man. You have to make money. And I said, God will provide. I sounded like my mom. You know, God will provide. God will provide, you know.
You heard your mom that
and my mom,
in your voice.
God will provide. I was like, wow, am I really doing? He was like, Prince, I'll give you another day to think about it. I said, no, it's all right. Faith it till you make it. Have it.
Jeez.
Gave it to him. And I didn't have no idea what I'm going to do. And then 2 days later, one of the ladies from church was like, I'm doing some trading thing. I was like, not this again, you know.
Okay.
She was with IML at the time. Nothing bad to say about IML because they showed me the basics, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know, the
Said it.
basics. So I'm not
We
gonna
said
be
it.
here like IML. Okay. So I was with them, and then for the first 2-3 months, I was going hard. I said no sleep, wake up early, doing the math. So I was asking questions where they couldn't answer me. So I thought to myself, so you care a lot about marketing, you don't really care about trading like that. I said, okay, I hear you. Okay. Got a lot of people in. I think I got like 10 people in, got to like P2000. And I thought to myself, sounds good. But then I didn't know that it gets divided into 4. You see, P2000, that means you get $500 a week or something like that. So I was like, I need to do my own thing. So then what I thought to myself, I was like, okay, let me get people together, because bear in mind, I was broke as well. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, let me get people together. Let me show them how I can flip money. A lot of people got excited. Oh my God. You know, when trading was really a hype, 2019, 2020, it was a real hype, you know? So then I was like, okay, cool, guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to charge you £100 each. And they were like, yeah, come. So I had like 12 people in there, and I was like, good. At least I get 1,200. And then I told the missus, and she was like, I'm not really a fan. And I was like, not really a fan? Money's coming in. What are you talking about? And she was like, listen, you called it kingdom wealth, yeah? But it feels like you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for the kingdom.
You got a good woman
Wifey.
there. Shout out to Wifey.
I listen. I looked at her like, what are you talking about? I'm getting money in. Money's what we need right now. And she was like, if that's what you're saying, fine. But then don't call it kingdom wealth. Then call it princess wealth or something. So I said, what do you want me to do? And she was like, if you really believe in your graft, don't charge people for 3 months. Do it for free. Ooh.
You're thinking, baby is coming.
I'm thinking, baby is coming. You get me milk, nappies, everything is expensive. You get it? So then I was like, okay, God, help me. So I done it. And imagine this, I'm broke, super broke. And some of my people are like, thank you, Prince. I reached my first £500 day. Oh my God, my first 2K day. And I'm there broke, you know. I'm like, okay, cool. Prince, thank you. I made 10K in 1 month. Oh my God, And I sat there and I was like, what's going on? All these people are making money and I'm still doing like revenge trading and you know what I mean, because of the pressure.
Relate to that.
Listen, I was like, wow. But then after 3 months, thank God, a lot of people joined and I was like, you know what, guys, you've been doing it for 3 months, you trust me now, so I'm gonna charge you a little £50.
Nice.
So then people, like when I set up my PayPal, people start sending me £500, £200, £1,000, and they're like, there's no way I'm giving you £50 if you made me over 20K in 3 months. And then God blessed me in that way. Started in 2020, you know, haven't worked since, haven't done no 9 to 5. I'm only doing what I love to do.
Love it.
Had 9 people stopping their full-time jobs 2 years ago, doing trading full-time, you know, so touch wood, I will do this for life.
Yes.
And yeah, just show people that, listen, we can be wealthy too. We can show people
can.
how much we can pay ourselves. Like, don't come and tell me how much you pay me per hour. I pay myself type of thing, you know?
I hear that.
And that's why, yes, thank God, Kingdom Wealth is still going and growing.
Amazing.
And yeah, man.
I love that, man.
A little short story about, my trading journey, you know?
I love that. That's a great story.
Come on.
Is-
I think what I like about that story is that you've taken something, an opportunity, and made it your own. I think a lot of the time, a lot of us have a lot of opportunities, and something that you mentioned earlier, you said, oh, I didn't have a dad, or I didn't have this, or I didn't have that. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people in our community, we have that self-pity ideology, and so when we have opportunities, we actually don't even see them a lot of the time. We completely overlook it, because to us it's not an opportunity, it's just another obstacle.
Come on.
So we just have to change the way that we see things. And I really like that that's what you're doing, pushing for the youth to help them get to where they want to be, because the reality is, if we want to grow as a community, it's not just about us, it's about all of us, generations to come.
Absolutely.
So I really, really love what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I
amazing.
appreciate it. And do you know what's funny? You just mentioned something about obstacle, yeah? And I'm actually reading a book now called Obstacle is the Way. You see? And I just want to touch on this real quick is exactly what you said. Like, a lot of people think, oh, why me? And because I'm black and all of that. But it's not that. It's you putting yourself there as a problem. You see what I'm saying? Not knowing that, okay, you say you have faith, you say you're a believer, but God puts the obstacles in front of you to see if you really believe.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a test to yourself.
Right.
But then what we do is we see and we're like, nah, man, it's long.
Yeah.
You know? So that was powerful about the obstacle thing. That's why I wanted to touch on that.
I love that because, you know, you've been doing this, so you've had Kingdom Wealth for 3 years now?
Kingdom Wealth for 3 years.
That's amazing. And how many students have you got in Kingdom Wealth at the moment?
50.
Amazing.
50.
That's
50,
serious.
50
you know.
students,
well
yeah.
done. Listen,
Come on.
congratulations.
Thank
because
you.
I'm not going to lie. Like, it just even, we've done it. Like, we did the whole, you know, helping people and guiding them, and even for us, like, we had other people that were doing it with us. Like, you've got people, of course, that are quite established in trading, so I guess you have some help as well, at least when it comes to running sessions and all of that. But that is a huge achievement to have 50 people as your students, and they are all able to say that they are learning this skill that is going to pay them for life. It's crazy. Well done, man.
It's incredible.
Absolutely amazing. But you do so much. Like, you've got the trading, you're doing the mentoring. Like, what is like one of the things that you're saying, this is what I'm going to do long term? I know you've got trading, but with the mentoring, is that something that you're thinking of making it like a bigger thing as well? Like, or is that just something for yourself?
You see, with the very great question. With the mentoring, it will be a thing that I will do for life, because I feel like this generation needs me more than ever. More than ever. Do you understand? More than ever. And the thing is, like, I knew I was building myself to the stage that I'm in now. That's why, like, 3 years ago, I started the every beginning of the year, I do 100 days, no social media.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to just cut you there.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
did it. Yeah, because of you.
Come on.
I don't know if you remember. So when we did, you did.
it.
Oh yeah. So when we first did our first event, first network and chill, after that, I remember seeing. Now, first you didn't. You exceeded 100 days because I was waiting for you to come back.
Oh yeah, I've done
back.
200 days. Sorry. The second time I done 200 days. Yeah.
He's still ain't back yet.
He's not back yet. I was like, where is he? Like, 100 days is gone. Like, what's going on?
Come on.
When you did that, it really motivated me and it inspired me to come off of socials as well. And I tell you, in that, I didn't do 100 days, but I think I did 40 days.
Come on.
And then after that 40 days, I documented all that 40 days. And after that, I did an IG live and just explained to people what I learned over that 40 days.
Come on.
And I still do the putting your phone under the bed.
Oh,
listen,
legend.
Prince has got this theory, you put your phone under your bed, so like you put it underneath your bed if you got a little space under, and then your alarm is gonna ring, so you're gonna have to get on your knees to get your phone. So while you're on knees, what do? You pray.
Pray straight away.
I still do that, and that's something that it's so weird. Some of the things that you said, I don't realize how much I've actually taken it, but I've taken it in, and I'm just like, it's such a small thing, but it helps so much.
Massively.
Do you know what I mean? It helps to start your day, and I realize when I don't pray, if I don't pray and I start my day praying, then my day just goes. It just goes like wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
So like, you've got all these little things. I really want you to talk about your book.
Okay.
Yes.
The Power of Pain.
Yes.
The Power of Pain. So what it was a thing where when I was younger, my mom and my dad were there. So you see a picture, you see my mom, my dad, my little sister. So you see them. But to me, I was in the picture and I could only see my mom. You see, my dad was invisible to me. So a lot of people were like, why are you acting like, come on, you got your whole family. Then I was like, no, he's there, but he's not present. I'd rather him not being there so I can at least like daydream and be like, oh, if my dad was here, I could have done this and that, than him being there, not being present at all, you see? So I realized that I was going through a lot. And you know, when I was younger, we weren't really talking about mental health.
Yeah.
You know, like,
it
you see, it didn't exist.
Facts.
Do you understand? It didn't exist. So we didn't even know what was wrong with us.
Yeah, 100.
Never mind, like, them coming with names now and this and that. So I just realized that I was really sad. But then what I was doing is, when I'm sad, I was just angry, just in pain. Okay? And then what I was doing is, I just wanted to just hurt other people that look like me. Do you understand? So that's why I understand all these youngers that do madness. They don't even know half of the people that do madness too, but because they hate themselves so much, they want to show them how they feel. Do you understand? So this is what it was with me. And that's why I sat there and I was thinking, why can I not just free my mind? Free my mind. Free my mind. Free my mind. Why can I not? I was like, oh, because I'm just talking a lot of negative things into my own life. And it's dead anyways, and my dad is not really there. You know, the things that we were talking about before?
Yeah.
So a lot of my friends were like, bro, you know, you need to write a movie. I was like, write a movie? Nah, that's not me. And then one of my female friends, Ida, shout out to you. You're gonna write a book one day. And I was just laughing. I was like, me? Come on, man. No way. Like, I'm in the hood. I'm selling drugs. Like, what am I gonna write about? Like, come on, you're kidding. She's like, you know what? I know God has something big planned for you. And I was like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was bare like, whatever, man. Let's allow it. Yeah, all right, whatever. And then in 2007, when one of my best friends died, I was like, wow, is this me? You know what I mean? Am I really facing all these things? I was like, no, the world needs to hear about this, because I know a lot of people feel sorry for themselves because of what they've been through. And if you don't know me, you would never know what I've been through. Do you get it? Because I don't come in and my face is all long and feeling sorry for myself. Like, I'm just happy because of the things that I've seen and that I've, overcome. So I was like, nah, man, I need to write this book. And you lot wouldn't believe it. I didn't tell no one. No one knew that I'm writing anything. I mean, that's my style anyways. Whenever I do something, it's just bam. And everyone's like, when did you even... I saw you turning up like carnival and... you know what I'm saying? You doing
work and play.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what, you doing like jet life and you're flying out, but you still have time to... Like, people still don't get it.
Yeah.
But I always tell them, I show you what I show you. You know, only believe 10% of what you see and nothing that you hear. Do you get it? Like, don't believe it. So... I just opened up my notes and I said, every day at 10 o'clock, I need to write something. Every day at 10 o'clock. And it doesn't even have to be it can be when I was 9, when I was 21, when I was 11. It doesn't even have to be in...
Like structured.
And then I realized I was doing that for 3 months and I was done.
So it took you 3 months to write your book?
3 months.
Amazing.
Listen, people couldn't believe it. Like, one of my friends was like, wait, I've been doing it for like 8 years and I'm still trying.
That's what I'm saying. So many people say, I've been writing my book for years.
Yes.
Finished.
Listen, bam, bam, bam. So the hardest part of that was to actually structure it now.
Yeah, put it together.
Put it together and then come with like topics that are related to whatever I wrote, and it was just amazing, man. I couldn't believe it. And I felt such a relief and weight over my shoulders, I was like, oh, this was still in me. Me thinking I've forgiven my dad, but really and truly I haven't. And then me writing it and be like, oh, wow, this was all in me, and the power of pain, man, it's just like, even when I still read it, I'm like, wow, God, is that what you were doing? Putting me through all these things, and I'm going to do a documentary in 2024.
Yes, I'm here for that.
Come on.
I've read your book twice. I just need you to know that, because I came to your book launch.
Yes.
And you know what? It's so crazy because at the time, and I don't know why, obviously me and Naomi, we've been friends. Oh my gosh, how long has it been now? It's been about 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Solid. Come on.
But we share so many of the same interests, and even that day, I said to myself, I should really tell you about it. And I don't know what, I had someone else, I think, that was meant to come or something, whatever the case was.
Yeah.
And it would have been perfect for Naomi to be here, but we've got you here now. Do you know what I mean? And I remember coming from that book launch, I went by myself, and that's the first time I met you. And then he said, I'm going to sign everyone's book. Every single person that has a book is going to get it signed from me. So I have a personalized signed book from you. I've read your book twice. And even on the day, I remember you were like doing a Q&A, and I was like, I came in, I was asking questions because I was like, I've never been to something like that.
The question was solid.
Yeah, like I think I remember I was asking about my brothers because I was talking about how to kind of like guide them in that right way, because when I see someone like Prince, I see my brothers, because I see what they've done and how they've been through certain things, and I as a female, I might not understand how to guide them. And honestly, hearing your story and reading your book, it made me I was like, take the book, go and read it, because there's people out here that are like you might not know where to go. This is someone that's gone there now, and they've surpassed that stage of their life, and they're doing better. So being at that place was it was so inspirational, and it was such an intimate venue. Every single person that was there, like even the people that you had, I still follow, oh my gosh, the guy that did the spoken word.
Broken Pen, I still follow him. Serious.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Like he draws as well. Like he does all sorts
of things.
Everything. He's
does
multi-talented. Proper creative.
Serious.
Shout out to Broken Pen.
Yeah, shout out to Broken Pen.
He is so talented. And it was just such a great, like, till now. I mean, the launch was what? It was over a year ago.
You see,
Was it last year?
Nah, 21.
21.
20.
So 2020, that was 2 years ago. Because it was, I don't remember, was it summertime?
It was November.
Yeah,
so really touching 2 years.
Yeah. So like almost 2 years ago. And I still remember that event like it was yesterday, because it was one of those events that it was such a pivotal moment in my life where I said, I need to go out and do the things I need to do. Like, I remember I started going heavy on my trading. I started going heavy on so many things, like on socials, even like taking that break, like all of these things. You've been such a huge inspiration. Real talk, Prince. Like, I know like you do this for, you know, a lot of the young black men see you and they are inspired by you. But I just want to know, even as a woman, as a female, you are empowering, you are encouraging. The way you are, the way you treat women, the way you treat young men, it's just what people need to see. So I hear you when you say things like, I'm what needs to be here today. Like, you are, for real. And your book was something that was really insightful, and to see that you'd been through so many things, but you've come out now where you are, and you're not even, you ain't reached your peak. You're never going to reach your peak. Peak ain't coming, because from the peak it's only going down, and that's not happening for you.
That's it.
That is not happening for you. So props to you, man. What is next for Prince?
I appreciate
what's coming next?
What's coming next? You know what? I always say, God, don't even show me what's coming next. Just let me keep on stepping. Let me keep on stepping, and let me just really walk by faith. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is that this is a never-ending job, man. A never-ending job. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And the next thing that I'm going to do, that I can announce, is I'm looking to do an all-men's event. But I'm inviting people from Germany, Portugal, France, UK. And for us to just come together, because us men, and everyone who's watching or who's listening, you know that we are lost. You know it. Okay? Let's keep it true. And that's why I'm called Mr3YourMind, because I say it how it is. I talk about the uncomfortable situations and uncomfortable scenarios. People nowadays don't want to do that. They want to talk about things where they can, you know, get more followers, and it's not about that. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is I'm going to do like an all-men's event where I'm really going in, because what's the point of having you ladies? You know who you are. You're striving for good. Yeah, you're setting yourself up nicely. But then you have a man who's a man to the world, but to you, it's like your baby. Do you understand?
To look after him. To
look after him. You know? So this is what I really want to do, and just to nurture that mind, and to make sure that, listen, it's okay not to be okay. Yeah? It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry as a man. Yeah? Forget this whole man up and all them things there. People that used to tell us that, they used to be hurt themselves. You get it? But because they are oldest, we felt like, oh, you know what? If he's saying it, that means it. No, they were just grooming us. You know, so it's time to unlearn whatever you learned. You get it?
Facts. Big facts. Yeah, that's going to be good. I mean, let us know, because we've got men in our lives that we would happily send to that event, because anything that we can do to help, like because I don't know about you, Naomi, but I'm not familiar with a community that really supports men. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've not really seen it. Like, or if it's there, maybe because we're not in that environment. That's why we don't. Do you know what I mean? We're women, so we won't really know. But
no, I agree.
Yeah. So, but it's nice to have someone like you that can openly speak about these things. Because, as you said, like, a lot of the time, men aren't open. Like, they're not as open as they could be. But, you know, like, I like that you have that, you know, seriousness, and you know that, like, you're gonna help the young community and the men and everything, but you're also you. Like, we see you outside. Prince be out. Listen, Prince be outside. He be outside. He be outside. I know people can be outside like me right now. Be all the way outside.
Hey, trust me.
Like, it's mad.
No half-hearted business.
What is, like, obviously outside of, like, outside Prince is a different Prince to, you know, like Mr3YourMind and Prince. Like, I feel like you're two different people. But fun times, like, what is it that you do to really, like, motivate you and have fun? And, like, because I know you've got the mentoring, and you've got, you know, doing your trading and all the seriousness, but the fun, Prince, like, what's one of the things that you really like doing? Because I know you like music.
Oh, music, come on, man.
I know you're a big fan
lover.
of music.
I'm a music lover, but what I like the most is traveling, man.
Yes.
I love traveling, you see. And the thing is, like, yes, obviously I'll do my turn-up traveling as well. Yeah, bottles and all of that. But what I like to do the most is just go out there and just go into, like, the bits that people don't really want to go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Walk around and I'm a nature person. I love views. So I like to just sit there and just let my mind just float, you know? That's what I really like to do, because I always come with a thing with, if you want to elevate in life, you have to learn to be still, you know. But then when we reverse it now, you still have to be. So be still be. But nowadays, people don't like to be still, because when you're still, your inner voice is telling you too much.
Yeah.
You need to fix up. You need to actually elevate. So that's why we got TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, all these things to kind of like take you off what's really, really important. You get it? So when I'm away, it's like 2 in 1. I'm away, and I'm away in my mind as well. So this is when I can really focus about what's good. And then that's why when I come back, I'm super refreshed and super charged up. And people are like, right, fam, you're always like energetic and happy. Yes, because I recharge, refocus, and reshift myself. You know, this is when I say, when was the last time you recharge yourself? And they're like, what are you talking about? When I sleep, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. When was the last time you covered yourself? When was the last time you said to yourself, you know what? Today is a new day for me. I don't care what I've been through. I know it's been a long week with work. Today is a new day. When was the last? I don't do that, fam. That's why you are the way you are, man.
So just a question. What would you say has been the most common thing that you found among people that you're mentoring which holds them back? Is there anything in particular that you find is reoccurring? We spoke about, obviously, the self-pity,
Yes.
but is there anything outside of that, or even deeper within the self-pity, that you've seen that reoccurs amongst us? Just maybe so that we can all learn from it and identify it within ourselves.
100%. What I've realized is how you talk to yourself. A lot of people, when they go through things, they like to say, oh, it's dead anyways, and I don't think I'm worthy, and why should I even achieve? Like, what Prince, you said to me I should aim for 100K a year. Like, there's no one around me who makes 100. That's the whole point. You know? Like, grow with the flow. Don't just go with the flow. If you go with the flow, you look around and you be like, no, I'm not really seeing anything. But why can't you just be a trailblazer and be the first? Do you understand? I feel like that's what people are really like suffering with. They're like, yeah, but then, you know, the people will laugh at me and they will say this and that. It's always what people will think. And then I said to one of my mentees today, I said, do you know what? You see, when you say to yourself, oh, yeah, but they think this, it's actually not them.
It's you.
It's the other you. You get me? It's the other you. Because how do you know? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, even when you go for a job interview, oh yeah, I don't think I will get it. Why not? Yeah, when they see me. And then, do you know what it was? Yeah, my sister said to me, Prince, if you're black and you have a tattoo on your hand or something, yeah, you're never gonna get a job. And I'm stubborn, innit? So what did I do? I tattooed free your mind and be free on my hand.
Come on.
Yeah? And I said to myself, she was like, what you doing? That means you're forever gonna be broke. I said, let me show you something. I applied for Lloyd's TSB, yeah? And in my head, I was like, let me just do it for fun. I know I'm not gonna get it, okay? What happened? They called me after 2 days. Hi, yeah, Prince Schultz, yeah, can you come for an interview? No problem. Went in there and I told my sister, I'm going in for fun. I'm not gonna get it anyways. Look at that. I'm talking like already.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Went in, put my hand on the table straight away. He looked at me and was like, oh, interesting. What does it say? And I said, it says free your mind and be free. And he was like, tell me about it. And I said, oh, you know, I believe in order for us to elevate, you know, you have to. He's like, wow. Okay. He's like, I can see you got a little gold tooth as well. Oh, that looks really cool. I was like, yeah, you know how it is, man. You know, just trying to be cool and all that. I didn't take it serious at all. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know what, I like you. I said, oh, thank you. I said, you know what, it's been a nice chat anyway, so I'm just going to go. He's like, how can you end the interview?
Yeah, no, I was literally going to say that.
My man said
he ended the interview.
He
was like, going to go.
He looked at me like,
going to leave.
Yeah, he was like, you know what, we're going to call you back. I was like, yeah. That's exactly what I said. I said, yeah, no worries. Left. 20 minutes later, hi, Prince, you're right? Yeah, we're going to offer you the job at Lloyd's. Wait, hold on, what?
Did you call your sister?
Straight away.
Of course.
But what do you think got you that job? Like, do you think it was a combination of you being, because just as an outlooker looking into the story, for me, it's that you were yourself.
Yeah.
You were 100% yourself. So they
You're
saw
probably
you for who you
Yes.
are. And
Anyone.
because of that,
Yeah.
they got to know you and see the real you, and they liked that about
This
you.
is what it was.
It also just that you were, even though Tara said it was negative, I didn't see it as negative. I saw it as nonchalant.
Yeah.
You enter
Yeah,
and
that's
saying,
the
like,
word.
I don't
That's the
care.
one.
It is what it
It's
is.
like, it is what it
Yeah.
is. Just having that nonchalant attitude, it isn't necessarily negative. It's just like,
Correct.
you're not putting that energy into the negative part, so therefore you're not
Yeah.
focused on that. So what do you think it was that got you that job?
I think it's definitely everything that you said combined. And just the fact that I just went in and just relaxed. I feel like when people go into interviews, they're tense.
Stressed.
They're stressed. You overcomplicate your answers, you know? But the fact that I just went in and I was like, you know what, it is what it is. And he could tell because with me, I always smile.
Yeah.
You know, so he's thinking to himself, what is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with this guy, you know? And like every question I had the right answer. And I was like, yeah, do you want me to elaborate? I was like, no, it's fine. So I think it's that. You know, I feel like it was the self-confidence, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that I was just like, let's go, I'm ready. Let's go, I'm ready.
I hear
you know?
that, yeah.
So I feel like that's a mentality that everyone should have.
And I think if they did, to be honest, if people had that mentality like you do, even when it comes down to things like interviews for something that you actually want, if you were like that, then maybe you get the job rather than
100%.
overthinking it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really good at. I'm a professional interviewer.
on.
I would like to just be interviewed and get paid for it, but
Unfortunately, I think you'll make.
That's not how life
a
works.
ton of money.
Millions.
Then we'll just get 5 jobs a week.
You know, like that.
I genuinely have never been to a job that I've actually won and not got it,
Come
because
on.
exactly like you said, at the end, I know I can get the job.
Easy.
Like I know who I am. I know
Come
I can
on.
do the
Come
job.
on.
Are you mad?
Come
Like
on.
I want the money, so I'm
Your
gonna go
fingers.
get it. And what I find is that when I speak to other people who are maybe my peers, they'll say, oh, but I don't have the experience, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. And I've been in that situation. It has not stopped me.
No,
Like you said, it was
exactly.
just but I didn't even see it as self-confident, because at the time I wasn't even the most confident in myself, but I was definitely confident in my abilities to do the job.
Come
So
on.
what exactly do I have to worry about?
Exactly.
Facts.
Come on.
Facts.
So yeah, I do think that is something that's really important, and I really, really like that story. I think
Nah,
it's a
thank
really
you, man.
good,
Nah,
it's a
like,
really good example of
don't
why
know what
you
your-
shouldn't
what did your
listen
sister
to
say?
people.
Because-
yeah. You know, my sister,
I'm invested.
after that, she's trying to flick it. Oh, I already knew that you would get it. And I'm just doing it to make sure that I push you further. And I was like, look at you. When you push me to do a tattoo on my hand, yeah? All right, get out
I love that one.
Yeah, get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
that's
And,
dope.
and even for people that are listening, yeah, and you've been to interviews and you feel like you're great and you're not getting it, come on, man. Like, I always say one thing. In order for you to be selected, you have to get rejected.
Facts.
Do you get it? So you might think it's good for you, but what God might do is humble you and put you in a position that's a bit lower than what you expect, to work on your attitude, your character, and then to go again. But a lot of people just give up straight away and, oh, do you know what? Like, I tried and
But
that
then how
sector.
badly do you want it if you give up straight away?
That's
the
my point.
problem.
Facts.
And
That's
that's
it.
my point.
That's
And
it.
that's my point. And that's how my mindset was with trading. I was like, God, this is my only thing. Do you get it? I have to get it. I was like, why can people pass challenging accounts, get paid out of 50K? Come on, man. I'm a human being as well, you know? So I was like, this is it. I'm getting it. So obviously, when I then got it, I was like, limitless. You can
do what you want
do what you want.
forever.
And I also think that constantly succeeding, and when I say success, by the way, to the audience, I don't like that doesn't mean that there isn't failure in between.
Correct.
It might, like you fell forward. Like,
Come on.
like everybody who is successful has had failures. We've all failed to get to where we are today.
100%.
But what would you say has been? Oh, I've lost the point of my question now. So I'll just make up a new one.
Like what was my why? Why did I not give up? Type of thing.
What's been the thing that's kept you going, like throughout the failure, that throughout the hardships that's got you to that time? And then also on top of that, do you feel that going through those has helped you build character? I find that as
100%.
I've classed myself as successful, as a successful person, when I see other successful people, it's a case of it's because we failed so many times that we are
110%.
successful. We're not successful for any other reason but
Correct.
because we just kept going.
Correct. Now, it's definitely that, because I always say, I love failing, you know? For everyone that's out there, I love failing, because I always say, if you start something new and you're too comfortable, you haven't really tried anything. You're not challenging
Yeah, that's
yourself.
so true.
You're in your comfort zone. Yeah? So you saying, oh, no, it's going really well. No, I want to hear about, you see, I always say, I want to hear about the mess in your message.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Talk to me about what was your critical moment? What was your moment where you're like, I can't do this no more? Talk to me about it. So with me, I love failing, man. I love it, because that actually shows how hungry you are.
Yeah.
If it's a thing where everyone can jump on it, please don't feel special. You know what I'm saying? Like, failing is your best teacher, man. Failure, I love it with everything, because it shows me, okay, you fall 7 times, you get up the 8th time. And I feel like that has definitely, because my mindset, oh my God, like, I don't think anything can bring me down, you know, anything. Because the reason why I'm like that is because I always had my mum's voice in the head. Like when I was moving mad and I was in gangs and I was selling and, you know, getting stabbed and all of that. I remember my mum, I was talking to her and she was just quiet on the phone. I said, oh, mum, what's going on? You're not even like talking or you're not even crying no more. And she said, do you know what? Do you know I'm not crying no more? Because I already put in my mind that you will die before you're 21.
Oof.
Imagine hearing that from your mum.
That's awful.
That's oof.
I already know that you will die before 21. So I already prayed to God and said, you know what? I was on the phone and I was like, wow. Yeah? I say no more. And I hung up and I sat there and I was like, wow. So this is why I always said in my head, you know what? No matter what, show the queen who you are, man. She lost hope. You see, if your queen loses hope in you, if your mum loses hope in you, wow. That was my time where I could be like, you know what, mumsy don't care about me no more, so let me go ham with the whole, you know, gang activity.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But then I thought to myself, nah, man, like she didn't carry me for 9 months for me to come and be an idiot.
Yeah.
And how old were you at that time?
I was, when did I get, when I got stabbed? 17 and a half.
And when would you say that you had, so I've listened to your podcast episode where you talk about your friend passing away.
Yeah.
Would you say that, when would you say was your turning point in life? I know you said when you had your little boy as well, but yeah, what was the turning point where you said, this is it, something needs to change?
My turning point was definitely when I had my daughter in 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, when I had my daughter in 2009, like, I was fully involved doing everything. You know, I was out there, people knew, oh my God, Prince, da-da-da-da-da. And I said, God, once I have my daughter, I'm going to sell my little burner, I'm going to be proper. Do you get it? Like, I'm going to be that dad. And I remember, like, my friends were like, yeah, fam, nah, I rate. And that's why I have to rate them. They were like, well, I rate that, man. Do your thing, innit? Do your thing. So obviously I had my daughter. She came out. She was premature. So she came out 6 weeks before. And then I remember she was in the hospital. I was at college and then the doctors called me saying, oh, can you please come to the hospital? I was like, yeah, no problem. I didn't have a car then, you know, college boy waiting for the bus. So I had so many things through my mind. I was like, oh, what are they going to tell me? What's going on? And then I came, sat there and they were like, oh, so your daughter's heart is beating a bit slow, but she's okay. What we need to tell you is that she might be disabled. I said, doctor, is that what you called me for? To tell me that my daughter might be disabled? Come on, that doesn't mean anything to me, man. She's alive. She's my daughter. Calm. So, okay, cool. Left. The next day, can you please come in immediately? So I was like, what do you mean? Came in. Yeah, because you're the dad. And I was like, talk to me. What's going on, you know? It's like, oh, we need you to turn off the life support machine. I was, turn off what? You trying to make me God? I'm not going to do that. It's like, you need to, she's in pain, she's suffering. So when I heard that, I was like, so what? So basically, I haven't got a daughter, is that what you're trying to tell me? He looked at me and he was like, yes. Wow, I looked at my baby mum, obviously she was finished. Yeah, she was with her mum, go on. And I was standing there and I was like, God, is that what you're doing, yeah? Taking it away, taking my daughter away. I was like, cool, turn it off. And I was angry. I was just arguing with God, like, are you really there? How can you do that to me? You know what I wanted to do? But then later on, let's say 7-8 years later, I said, God, I understand. I could hardly take care of myself, so how can I bring another human being into this world and pretend that I can be that good dad? I'm treating girls like they're nothing. I think I'm that guy. I'm cheating left, right, and center, but I want to have a daughter and be that guy now. Like, where does that make sense? So what, my daughter is special and the girls that are treated bad are not? So basically what God was doing to me is that you took away my daughter, but what I was doing to girls is I took away their ability to think they're queens. I took away, you know what I mean, for them to think they're right. So basically, I was killing them in my own way as well. So I think God wanted to show me that, listen, Prince, yeah, karma is real. And what I would do is I would take away what's mine and I want to make sure that I water your mind to be who you are. But at that moment, I didn't get it. I was just angry. But then later on down the line, I was like, nah, man. changes need to happen, because if not, I will just go mad. Because imagine you're 18 and you have to bury your daughter.
That's crazy. At 18 years old as well.
18.
Like, your mind is not even conditioned enough to really process that
It's
moment.
mad.
It's only, like, I feel like even just, I remember when going to your book launch and you were speaking about it, obviously that was the first time I'd heard about it, and I literally felt I wanted to cry. I was close to tears, and I'm there by myself. I didn't even have no one to cry.
You're glad I wasn't there. I would
have
cried.
We would have
1,000%.
been
I would have been the first
sobbing. And I was like, you know, I was sitting there and I was like, but then also at the same time, so many people, because everyone in that room, everyone in that room has probably been through something. Obviously, maybe not as deep as what you've been through, but you know, something that has been like, why? Like, all of us have been through that thing where we've questioned and we said, why? And, you know, all of us are, you know, we're faithful, like we believe in, you know, we have our faith. So it's like you question God and you start to think to yourself, but why though? Why me? Why is this happening to me? But I like what you said. It's like, you said, you know, your mind has been watered. Like, so that you can understand, because now you've got your son, you've got your wife. Like, do you know what I mean? And you know, and you said it, you said, I'm not going to be in a job that I can't have that time with my son. I see you look, listen, your son is living his best life. Your son lives his best life. And he's how old, what, 4?
3.
Yeah. There you go. 3 years old, and he's living, by the time he hits 16, his mind is going to be unmatched. Like, he's not going to be able, nothing is going to be able to phase him. And that is just due to you being who you are.
Come on.
So I admire that so much.
And shout out to mummy too, because she got
man. Shout out to wifey, because
Trust.
like, she's been there. Like, I remember, like, even one of the things that you spoke about when you did your book launch, about her supporting you and being there for you. Like, how is it kind of balancing that life of being married and having a child and knowing that you've got to provide, but then also you still want to live life and all of that? Like, how do you kind of find that? I don't know if it's a balance, I would say, but like, how do you juggle it all?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely a balance, man. Because you have to make, I believe in, you know, charity starts from home.
Yeah.
You understand? So make sure that everything is all right at home before you step out. Because what I've seen and what I've also witnessed is that there are a lot of people, you're a public success by a private failure. Do you understand? You're out there, people are like, wow, you're doing so much, or you got the blue tick, but nothing is good at home. Do you get it? And the reason why I can speak so open about it, I was in that position. Because I realized when people come to podcasts, as guests, yes, they open up, but they don't really open up.
Yeah.
Listen, be either full.
Be free, baby.
Yeah, free your mind and be free, you get it? Free your mind and be free, because, you know, especially with us men, we don't really like to put ourselves in a position where we look like, oh, we failed before. We look like we've been broke before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always, oh, nah, it's been calm. No, it hasn't. I've been in a position where I was a public success by a private failure. Where I was feeding myself from likes and what people are saying about me, but at home, things were not really right. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Where my priorities were not straight. And this is why I had to do a thing, like I have a pillar that I go by, okay? And I have 5 things, but as long as I achieve 3 of them, I'm good. Okay? So it's faith, family, finances, fitness, and freedom. Okay?
Faith, family, finance, fitness, and freedom.
Freedom.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah? The 5 F's.
Yeah.
So when I wake up, you already know what I do on my phone.
Yeah.
Underneath the bed, bam, straight on my knees praying. Cool. Faith is good. Checking up on the family. Yeah, wifey, son, yeah, you're good. Gym 4 times a week, you know. Trading, you already know. We're there, you know. Plus, obviously, my mentoring, my life coaching. So that brings money in. And then freedom. But freedom now, a lot of people be like, oh, yeah, you're outside, you can fly. No, I'm talking about inner peace.
Yeah.
You understand?
I couldn't agree with that more.
I'm talking about inner peace. Like, it's a thing where everything can be chaotic, yeah? Everything can just go wild in your world right now, but you are still so calm within yourself because you know who your God is, type of thing, you know? Like, faith it till you make it. That's why, like, at first, for people that didn't really know me, they were like, oh, I'm just putting on a front. I'm just putting it, you know what I mean? I'm just pretending to be something that I'm not. But then when they got to know me for years now, they're like, you're always calm. I'm like, yes, because me not being calm, that means I don't really believe in what I'm praying for. Do you understand? That's why when this whole COVID thing happened, I was like, you know what? God's got us. It's like, Prince, how do you know? I'm not gonna question. I just know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say with that, it's definitely balanced, man. I make sure that everything is good at home because I failed. Yeah, because I failed before. So now I know how to pattern up certain things. So when I do say, I'm going on holiday with the lads, no problem. I said, no, fridge is full up. Money is there if you want to do something. Things are calm. But if things are not calm at home, that's when everything just goes mad. So you have to find a balance.
Facts.
Because as you said, it's not easy being, you know, a family man.
Yeah.
Being a mentor. I have like mentees all over the world as well. You know, doing things with YouTube, doing my Free Your Mind. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes go to like events where I talk about my book. So just one person, but because of God and because of the way I pattern things, it's smooth. It's smooth.
I love that.
So,
I love that.
yeah.
It's not easy. Like I find obviously being a parent myself, it's hard sometimes. Like what you said, like I really resonate with making time for your children.
Come on.
And I feel like when I was doing the whole entrepreneurship kind of thing full time, it was a lot easier, but then at the same time, it was harder in terms of my finances.
Correct, yeah.
So like,
Big
even
one.
I was just saying to you before we came in, like I was stressed because of work. I was like, I can't do this life. It's too much. But at the same time,
Yeah.
when you know why you're doing it,
Come on.
then it becomes easier
Yes.
for you to come out of it. Like I see myself already just more like I'm one step closer to coming out of it, even though I'm getting deeper into the job, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So I'm getting deeper into the job, but then I'm going to get to that point where I can say, do you know what? Thank you and good night.
Yes. Yes.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Thank you for everything. See you later.
See you later. I'm
But
out.
that's the thing that I really want to do, to be able to balance that time with my family and also be able
So
to still
important.
make the money and live. Obviously, not every day is going to be, you know, not every day is going to go smoothly.
Of course,
But what I really admire about you is that I've never, I mean, obviously I'm not with you day to day, but in the days that I see you or that I talk to you, the message is, yes, T, come on. Like, it's always, do you know, I feel like,
Always motivational.
listen, it's always
Get
motivational.
that butt up.
I feel
Okay, get that ass
Get
up.
that
Do what
up.
you need to do.
like, literally, Prince is one of them people here that I can, like, if I'm feeling like, mate, I don't even know how I'm gonna get through this day. I'm just gonna be like, Prince, can you just give me a pep talk, please? Like,
Quick
T,
one.
listen, let me tell you, like, I feel like I want to run. After I speak to Prince, I want to run somewhere. I don't know where
Forrest
I'm
Gump.
going, but yeah,
All right.
You
Well, before we wrap up, then
Can you give us and our audience a pep talk? Give us a quick
yeah,
pep
give
talk.
us like,
Quick.
Give me the
us
pep
a
talk.
quick talk, man,
pep
just a
talk.
quick
Give us a
one.
quick one.
A quick
Yeah.
Yeah, just quick things.
Like, do you know what it is? I'll always say you have to have a why, okay? But your why has to be bigger than you. Because at the end of the day, if your why is not bigger than yourself, then you will always find a way to give up. But if your why is whatever, if it's your kid, one of your family members that you really like, something that's bigger than you, there is no way you're going to say to yourself, I can't do this no more.
Facts.
Because you saying, I can't do this no more, you're actually being selfish. You being obedient, yeah, will save a lot of lives. Because the people that are really watching what you do, they will never come to you and be like, I love what you're doing. They're watching you from far. You know, like a quick example, when you upload a video on Instagram, you see 1,000 views, 20 likes.
Yeah.
People like to watch, but don't really want to show you that they're watching. So what I'm saying to you is, don't be hungry for attention from people that you don't even know. You know, if you're, okay, let's say you're a non-believer or whatever, then believe in yourself, because trust me, you believing in yourself, you still find your way to God, but you understand what I mean once you get there. Trust me. But-
That was loud.
Yeah,
because I've lived that.
because you
I
understand,
lived
right?
it.
You understand, right?
Screaming, bro. Like, honestly.
yes, you know.
It's been such a pleasure, man. Like, honestly,
you, man.
like you being here, like obviously, you know, myself and Naomi have been saying to ourselves, we need people that, you know, are really going to change the community.
Come on.
Like, we are here, but we can't do it alone. Do you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
It takes a village.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Not just to
Come
raise
on.
a child, but to build a community. So I
Absolutely,
feel
man.
like you are definitely a huge part of the community, and our
Appreciate it.
people here at Business and Banter that have been, you know, listening to us, like, we give a lot of value, and I feel like you've given so much value to people.
So much.
Like, so
on,
much. There's
come on.
so many gems that people can take from this. But I want you to just give, what is the one thing that you would say to people that really want to be in a similar position to you? Someone, like, because I can believe there's going to be someone, even if it's just one person that watches this and says, like, he's like me. Do you know what I mean?
Come
But
on.
Yeah.
that person is just not, they've not put themselves out there. Like, they've not been able to really go for it. So what advice would you give to that one person that is watching you right now?
that one advice I would give to that one person is understand yourself and know where you want to go. We live in a generation now where people like to just jump from everything to everything, but not owning nothing. Okay? Find what you're good at. Find what you really like doing effortlessly. Yeah? Just find what you really like doing and then find a way in how to make money with it. Stop looking left and right. Stop thinking about, oh, who's done it in my community or in my family. Be the first. I know it's scary. I know it's lonely. I know it will hurt because a lot of people will be like, oh, come on, man. Oh, that's dead. Like, you've been broke for so long and do you even see like a future? People will come and put you down, but that's how it is. If you're a trailblazer, if you're a person that's doing something new, other people are not meant to understand your vision. Do you understand where I'm coming from? And that's the problem. You probably listen to me now, watch me, and you're like, yes, I understand. You're probably there nodding. But that's the problem. Everyone is understanding, but now it's a thing where you have to understand now. Once you understand, that's when you're looking at yourself within. Okay? That's why I even got a tattoo across my chest saying, everything I need, I am. Do you understand? No, see yourself. Like, let me give you one example. When I was broke and I was on the bus, I closed my eyes and I was imagining myself being in my dream car. I told my brothers, they were laughing at me. Fam, like, come on, what are you talking about? Cool, laugh. But you have to keep on believing. Let it be crazy. Okay? Don't have dreams that are just safe. Oh, yeah, I think I just want to make 2,500 a month. That's all right. That's safe. I want you to just dream big. Okay? Dream big and just go for it regardless. Because as Naomi said before, yes, you will fail. 100%. But you're failing forward. So when you're falling, you get up, you keep on going until you dare, and you will get there. Trust me. Take it from me. A guy that didn't see no future, where the mum even said, by 21 you will die. Now mumsy sees me and she's happy because what can I do? I can send her money and be like, Mum, go do your thing in Ghana. A guy that didn't have nothing. Dad wasn't there. I didn't have no guidance. You see, back in our days, there was no internet where you can just type in motivational speech and you see Eric Thomas coming, TD Jakes. No, this is all really self-made, but obviously by God, you know what I'm saying? But I really had to go through the whole process. So when I'm talking to you, take it in. Take it in. So all I'm saying to you is, don't ask God to guide your footsteps. Just learn to rely on your prayers and believe in your prayers, man. If you're not a person that likes to pray, listen, prayers doesn't mean you have to close your eyes and be somewhere. It means how you talk to yourself. I am worthy. I am a queen. I will get it. That's some sort of prayers as well, right? Believe.
Thank you so much for coming. We are I'm so grateful that you
Thanks
came
for
today.
having me.
Came through, dropped all of the gems.
Come on.
Where can the people find you?
Yes,
and
plug
where
it,
can
plug
they
it,
stay in
plug it.
contact with you? Because like Tara said, we're building a community. We want to
100%.
push each other forward at all times.
Yes, 110%. So Instagram, Mr. and then number 3. So Mr3YourMind. You can find me on there. You can DM me. And yeah, man, once you find me on there, DM me, then I can give you all the others. I got a podcast as well on Spotify, Apple Music. It's called the Free Your Mind podcast. You can find me on there. And yeah, man, we're active, man. This is a never-ending job, you know.
Let's go.
Come on.
Go.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a lot. Like, first, this is season 2, episode 1.
Wow.
We've had our first guest.
Wow.
And we know we didn't disappoint.
Wow.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Listen, like, go and follow Prince. Like, he's got so much more to give. This is only, an hour of all the good stuff that he's got to give. So make sure you go and follow him. And also, of course, like and subscribe and follow us as well on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
Come on.
Because we out here. But guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And of course, we'll be back with another special episode for you guys. Take care.